Picture this. You, 10, 20, maybe even 30 years from now. Are you hiking a national park with your grandkids, feeling strong and unstoppable? Maybe you're running a 5K in Italy with wine tasting after with no regrets. Or just waking up with energy, confidence, and a body that moves the way you want it to. Or are you sitting out? Are your knees aching? Your energy is tanked, and you're wondering if it's just too late to feel good again. Here's the truth. Your future self is watching the decisions you're making this spring. She's either going to be super grateful you are showing up for her, or she'll be whispering, "Please wake up. Please don't give up on me." Look, I see you. You're tired. Your to-do list never ends. Your body feels like it's working against you. Your clothes don't fit. Your weight won't budge, even though you're trying. And it feels like you're doing everything right, but nothing is working. And maybe, just maybe, you're wondering if it's even worth trying anymore. If it's just too late and this is your new normal. But let me say this with love and a whole lot of fire. This isn't about chasing skinny. This is about creating a future that you're excited to live in. Hi there. If we've not met yet, I'm Nicole Dalton. I have been a lifestyle medicine physician assistant now for almost 25 years, now turned menopause weight loss coach. I specifically work with women 35 and over to lose weight for the last time. And I help them create the healthiest version of themselves that is sustainable for the rest of their lives. I never struggled with weight myself until I hit perimenopause. And I was able to then lose 25 pounds in the same way that I now teach and coach my clients to lose weight. I use real whole foods to balance hormones in order to lose the weight. No gimmicks or products, just simple, sustainable, and for life. This morning, I did something I never thought I could. I swam longer than I ever have in my whole entire life. I'm 47. I never thought I could swim as long as I did this morning. So I'm training for a half Ironman triathlon for July. And 20 years ago, when I first decided, hey, I want to try triathlon, and I was a self-taught swimmer, still am. I couldn't even swim 50 yards because I couldn't get the breathing down, okay? And it was so hard. But today, I swam 3,300 yards at the age of 47. Halfway through, I wanted to quit. I was super uncomfortable. I was tired. I was mentally doubting every single stroke. But stroke after stroke, I kept going. And I finished. And the second I got out of the water, I thought of you. Because weight loss and reclaiming your health, it's the same damn thing. You'll doubt yourself. You'll want to stop. You'll think, this is too much. I can't do this. But you can. One choice at a time, one better meal, one strength session, one deeper breath. Your body doesn't need perfect. It needs consistency. And you don't need to be a triathlete, okay? You don't have to run marathons. One of my clients just messaged me this morning, and just after a couple of weeks of working together, she has lost 5 pounds, and she did something she had never done. Well, I guess it had been 30 years since she had did this. she had gone out and push mowed her yard. And she was super excited and feeling great. And that's what we do with all my clients at our small private community is we celebrate these little and big wins along this weight loss journey in our tight-knit community. So if you can pause really quick and just hit subscribe on this YouTube channel, I would so greatly appreciate it. And if you've not joined our growing Facebook community, Weight Loss for Midlife Women, I invite you to join today. And lastly, if you would like to know what your personalized plan for weight loss looks like, I invite you to join me on a free call. And I will link that in the show notes. Okay, let's dig in, okay? So I'm gonna be honest here. Most of the weight loss advice out there that you are coming across is built on shame and very short-term thinking, okay? And the exciting thing about this phase in our life, in perimenopause and in menopause, is that we are really getting a spotlight. If you have noticed the past couple of years, this topic of menopause and how our bodies are changing is really gaining speed. And there is lots of great information that we finally are starting to get because us menopausal women are finally getting studied. And there's a lot of science that is backing and explaining what is happening to our bodies, why we're gaining the weight, but more importantly, how we can lose it. Okay, so this is great news for us. But also, remember, this is also a very vulnerable group of us women. We are struggling to get through this phase in our life. And there is so much marketing to you that is going to lead you down all of these rabbit holes. Lose weight fast, lose 10 pounds in a week, cut out all the carbs, burn all that fat, just punish yourself, right? Like, this is what you're seeing, and most of the time, this marketing is selling a product, selling a supplement that you don't need, or selling a product like a protein supplement or a powder that you just don't need, okay? There is no quick fix. There is no quick answers to weight loss. It is getting back to basics of whole food, consistency over time, and the thing I teach my clients is all the inner mindset work, because that is what diets simply just haven't taught us. This diet culture that we have been living in has not taught us how to keep this weight off sustainably and how to make a new way of eating just who you are and what you're doing. And that's just who you are becoming, okay? So you're not an 18-year-old trying to fit into a prom dress, okay? You are a woman building a legacy. Your body is your home for the rest of your life. You don't need a crash diet. You need a good foundation. So let's zoom out a little bit here. And I want you to think, how do you want to be moving in 10 years? What do you want that woman to be looking like? How do you want to feel in 20 years, okay? So I know, 20 years, I'll be at 67. How do I want to be feeling, okay? I know I want to be happy, excited. I want to be a great example for maybe potentially future grandkids. I want to be hiking and exploring and traveling wherever I want to be traveling, okay? So, and what do you want your grandkids to remember about how you lived? I want you to think about those things. And this is the shift that actually sticks here. When you stop trying to be smaller and start building a life that feels bigger, okay? So stop trying to be smaller. Expand your thoughts to be bigger. So I have worked with so many clients that now in the past couple of years that are losing, they're losing up from 10 to up to 50 pounds in our time together over 16 weeks of coaching. Okay, these women are doing amazing things. They are deciding at age 67 to run their first 5K. They are deciding to run a 5K in every state by the age of 55. Okay, I have another woman who has lost 50 pounds and she is traveling more internationally. And she's finding it so much easier to travel because she's not carrying all the excess weight. She's more fit, she's more strong to travel and to carry her luggage. These are the type of clients that I work with. They're super inspiring and they inspire me every day. And I love it. Okay, so let's dig in. I have 4 things here. Yep. So I have 4 strategies to talk you through to actually make your weight loss real this time, okay? Weight loss is absolutely more than another diet, okay? I work on a lot of the inner mindset work that will cause this weight loss to just become a lifestyle and sustainable for the rest of your life, okay? The first strategy is to eat to age powerfully, okay? What does that mean? You want to fuel your body with whole foods, protein, fiber, healthy fats. What do I mean by whole foods? Whole foods are those foods grown from the ground that as humans have been created for us to eat, okay? In their whole food form, okay? So I have a lot of clients that ask me like, can I do this powdered green? Well, I talk to them and explain that it is so much healthier to eat, let's just use broccoli as an example. It is so much healthier to just eat a piece of broccoli. You're getting so much nutrition in that piece of broccoli compared to if they took that piece of broccoli and broke it all down into this powdered green form, and you're losing about half of the nutrition in a green powder. So a whole food means in its whole form, not broken down, eaten as it's grown, okay? Also, how do we age powerfully and how do we eat to age powerfully? No more sugar crashes and no more eating like a bird, right? Eat food. And if you are moving and exercising, you need to make sure you're fueling your body with enough food and nutrition to give your body gas, right? Like think of a car needs gas to run. Same thing with your body. If you're exercising and moving, you need to make sure you're eating to give your body enough fuel to continue to exercise. Also, balancing your blood sugars. This is huge because insulin resistance absolutely will start in perimenopause for a lot of women because there's extra inflammation in our body. Insulin is being driven up, so we're getting this insulin resistance. So we need to balance our blood sugars and we need steady energy to make our hormones happy, okay? We're not dieting, we're fueling our future selves. Think of this as you are training for life, okay? You don't have to compete in sports. You don't have to have an event you're training for, but I do want you to think like an athlete. I like to talk about one of my clients. She's an elite cyclist and she will cycle 100 miles on a weekend. And she has learned through over this year of working together, not only how to fuel her body to lose weight, but how to fuel her body correctly to be able to train and do those 100 miles. And this then trickles over to her life. She's learning how to train for life, okay? The second thing is build strength for the decades ahead. Muscle, think of muscle as your insurance policy. Think of it like you are putting another penny inside your piggy bank with every single workout you are doing because it adds up over time whenever you're getting a workout in. This muscle, this is what keeps you strong. It keeps you hiking. It keeps you kayaking. It keeps you lifting up those sweet grandbabies and hauling those Walmart bags when we're 80, okay? And 90. We train so we can be strong for later. 3, prioritize recovery like it's your job. This is one thing that I have learned so well here in my half Ironman training, is that at this phase in our life, we have to prioritize recovery, better sleep, having less cortisol so our bodies can recover. We have to train and exercise smarter, not more, okay? So this will allow us to shrink our belly fat. It will help us lift our moods and make smarter food choices. Your willpower is not broken. Your hormones are simply tired. They're fizzling out. I've definitely noticed this in my training, that I can't train like I did even 6 years ago. I need to train smarter because my body now needs more recovery time, more rest time, and more time lifting weights and getting stronger. Even though I love to just zone out and go for long rides or runs or swims like this morning, but I need to prioritize recovery. Otherwise, I won't be able to continue doing what I want to be doing. 4th thing, think of her. Think of this woman you are picturing in 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. Think of her now. Think like her now. What is she eating and believing? And what is she doing differently in her life than you're doing right now? I want you to visualize that. I want you to journal about her. And I want you to embrace this woman today and show up like her today. Get excited, get enthusiastic about that woman that you want to become. Now, picture this. Your 90-year-old self looking in the mirror and saying, thank you. Thank you for not quitting. Thank you for getting strong, not skinny. Thank you for being the woman your daughters and your granddaughters look up to. This isn't about jean size. This is about your legacy. So if you're done living on repeat and ready to build her, that strong, vibrant, badass woman, comment below, strong. I'd love to hear from you. And then we can start a conversation. Or simply book a free call with me and let's create a plan that actually works for your body, your hormones, and your life. Let's build that future that you've earned together.